And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be seen or taken as a signal to buy or to sell. Now, what a weekend we have seen, and look at the red market there, absolutely obliterated. But this doesn't bother me in the slightest. I know what I hold, and I know what the quant team have been doing over the last year or so and longer. And that only brings me more confidence within what it is I've invested in. And that is what I'm here to do, and here to provide you with information. So we look at the crypto bubbles here, and as we can see, we dropped all the way down to $86. And then the recovery, we've been banging around that $100 mark, whilst everything else has literally been obliterated too. So we've seen a bit of a rise from that dip that we saw, which I see as a buying opportunity. And I know lots of people in the community have been lapping this up like nobody's business. And as we can see, we're up one rank to 74 with a market cap of $1.19 billion, with a volume of $68 million, which is nice to see considering we were down low in volume over the last few days. And as we can see, we're down 1.4% in the hour, down 6.2% in the day, and down 18.3% in the week. Again, short-term price action does not phase me in the slightest. Why? Because I see what's going on chain. And when I see what's going on chain, that gives me that confidence. And that's why I do it. I do it for you too, but obviously it's for my own personal journey. And this is me diarizing everything that's going on at the moment within this market. And first of all, before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. Now, if you would like to support me, please join me here. Join the subscription. It's $3 a month. You'd be helping me out to keep me providing all the information that I provide, whether it's on-chain data, whether it's these videos every day. So if you find any value in these videos, all the information that I provide on X, please join, support me. I'd really, really appreciate it to continue whacking out all this information. Now, this is really, really important. So as of April the 12th, I put out this, while the market is red, they pick up some more quantities. As we can see, there's been lots and lots of transactions over this weekend. And this is where I said, I'm going to have a very busy weekend. And this was literally on the Friday, I think it was, and it's turned out so. And as we can see, I'm literally just posting constant transactions as and when they come in. Again, only brings me confidence knowing that these wallets are picking up. And we need to remember one thing: these wallets do not hold Ethereum. And people ask me, well, what do you mean by that? Well, that means they have no gas. If they've got no gas, they're not moving the coins. So if they're not moving the coins, they are stuck in those wallets, which is a great thing. Because for me, if these wallets are holding them, they are better than retail holding them, because retail tend to want to trade and get emotional. Now, what we do notice here, if I go to crypto quant, is if we look at the spot exchanges, they are still 250,000 on spot. Now, there's a reason behind this. Now, burner account said here, would appreciate a chart showing the number of quant available in exchanges over time. Would be interesting to see the changes over this little dip period. Now, I replied, as far as I can see, it looks like aggregated buy and sell, still 250k sitting on spot exchanges. The reason for this is retail sell. These wallets could be transacting the exact amount sold as to not move the price upwards. Now, we need to remember they could buy a lot more than they do, but they DCA in slowly. The reason why they do that is they don't want to push the market up. They still have their buy-in levels to complete. And for how long, we don't know. So the fact that they are buying the way they are on the dips is it's similar to the way we would buy. The dollar cost average method is always the most preferred, because I think you're just buying as it drops. You're not popping all your money in on one level. You're slowly doing it. And this is exactly what they are doing. And I believe they are looking at the on-chain data. And as people sell, they then calculate what's sold and then buy up, as to see the price not bump up too quickly. Because as I said, they could buy a lot more if they wanted. But why would you do that? Because if the price bumps up, people start selling again. And they want to keep everything, I believe, very balanced. Remember, none of this is financial advice. So we also see this. As I've said before, I'd rather quant be in the hands of wallets with no ETH than the emotional hands. Now, what do I mean by this? Is because if they have no ETH, they are not moving it anytime soon. This could also indicate that these are license lockups. And if they're licensed lockups, that's utility. That's people using the overledger. And that's what we want to see. So I'm quite happy if it continues like this for a while longer. You know, I'm not bothered if the price doesn't move for a time because we know we're seeing these. This is validation. This is evidence that something good is going on in the background. They are building. Now, if we go to the numbers, now I've calculated over the last 3 days from Friday and until today, today's not actually over with, obviously. And I calculated 27,583 quant has been swept up by these big wallets. Now, I have included some of these Wintermute wallets, as well as a couple of whale wallets that I've posted over the weekend. I'll remove those from the total, which was 7,407. And it ends up with a total of these wallets that have no ETH in them at 20,100. That's over $2 million swept up over the weekend that is probably going to be out of play for some time. I'd rather again that amount be held in these lockup wallets than with retailers that are emotional, too emotional, and get scared when we see these massive dips because these wallets will effectively do nothing. So looking very, very interesting. I'm quite excited about everything because I'm seeing more and more of these wallets just pop up. I saw a new wallet literally yesterday within the last 13 hours, literally transact 5 transactions, and we're looking at around $700,000. Now, if that continues, we're going to see more and more leave the spot exchange, which is what we want. Now, I see this from Confidential. How does one watch this and think scam, the foundation of Web3? Now, I get this a lot. Say, quant's a shite coin, quant's a scam. Now, what? How? I don't get it. Yeah, it makes me laugh, but we are here. Those that know, know. Those that do their research, know. Those that spend time focused on their investments, know. And let's have a listen to this from Gilbert himself.
So for us, it's a privilege to be able to work with this technology and lay that infrastructure where this technology will live on. It's quite transformational to lay the tracks for the future of money and the future of transactions. So what we've been doing is making sure that these currencies that the governments will issue and these central banks will supervise are interoperable. That's core to our technology. They work across borders in a frictionless way. You don't have to be limited to your country and your jurisdiction. You can spend that money anywhere globally. And what we're looking to do is make that a reality within regions and connect the regions to each other so we can actually be the bridge between different jurisdictions.
Wow. Now, if that doesn't confirm anything to you, maybe you shouldn't be in quant, but I look at that and I look at what he's saying and I look at what I'm seeing on chain and I look at everything else that's taking place in the world. I am very, very excited. Very excited. For me, personally, this is the best investment I've ever made. And some people will say, how can you say that with no price action? Because I'm here for the long term. I am not here for short term play. I have other bags doing that right now. So for me, this for me is number one. As you know, I talk about quant every day because it excites me. That's exactly what it does. It's one of those coins that is revolutionary. It's doing something. It's not changing it, it's adding to it, making it better. So there you go, guys. That was a quick update. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell. And if you've got any spare dollars that you'd like to support me with, please join my subscription via YouTube. All the best, and I'll catch you later.